Politically active student Rinat Kibraev submitted his appeal to the ruling party Nuratan, asking it to defend his constitutional rights for education. The undergraduate can no longer study since September 6th, when he was expelled from the leading university of the country and was never returned his documents.
I'm not trying to find justice and restore my right for education. I hope that the National Democratic Party Nuratan will help to resolve the situation when the state university is allowing lawlessness against its students. This is the essence of my appeal that I am submitting. For 2 years, Rinat's studies in a private university were sponsored with a state scholarship. However, his group was dissolved and the student transferred to the Kazakh National University. His documents were accepted and Rinat attended classes in the first week of September with other students. Later, though, he was expelled as the rector of the university, supposedly signed his documents of acceptance by mistake, and the largest university in the country appeared to not have enough room in its auditoriums. Now Kibraev cannot study in either the Kaznu or the private university where he studied before. Nuratan members listened to the complaints of the students and even promised to help him. A lot of people appeal to Nuratan, but this is the first time I face this type of problem.
The head coach of the national football team, Bernd Stork, was fired from his position due to failing to bring 3 points in the qualifiers for Euro 2012, reported Kazakh Football Federation on Friday. The team did not manage a single goal and after losing 3-0 to Germany in the recent game, landed last in the group.
We are thankful for the cooperation as he had rejuvenated the team and invited foreign players. The parting is amicable and we wish him the best of luck in the future. This is not the first unfortunate experience of the Kazakh Football Federation in the attempt to attract foreign specialists. In 2 years of his work, the German coach failed to show any notable results and was subsequently dismissed. While the federation is against in search of the new national team coach, some say that the vacancy will be likely filled by a local specialist. Stork himself agreed with the dismissal, but also used the opportunity to share his opinion.
But okay, in this time, when we saw the last games, we have a big development. In these 2 years or 2.5 years with under 21, now the 18. I talk a long time when I start here as a national coach under 21, now then at 2-9, at the A team for the development in the football of Kazakhstan.
Kazakh officials neglect the development of sports in the country, said on Friday independent experts at the International Conference of Physical Culture in Almaty. The statement came as a response to a report on achievements published by the National Physical Culture Center.
In 10 years of its existence, the staff of the center developed numerous different programs and methodologies, organized dozens of sport contests and student games, while their leading athletes represented Kazakhstan at various international contests. The president said that by 2020, every third citizen of the country will be involved in sports. Evidently, all directions were set for a bright sports future. The most important thing is to cultivate skills of preschool children and get them involved in sports for the rest of their life. However, not all citizens of the country share the optimism of state officials. Many were unable to experience the new school and university programs, while the theoretical sports programs remain obscure even now. I like running and playing basketball. I don't attend physical ed at all. We don't do anything at PE, that's why I don't attend it. It is early to talk about the large-scale involvement of population in sports, say sports specialists. The budget does provide substantial finances, however state-run sports schools are still underfinanced. Not every parent can afford paying for their children's sports clubs as well as equipment. Kazakhstan went through projects called 100 of schools and 100 of hospitals, but there is no project for 100 of stadiums or sports clubs, especially in the rural areas. We have no programs akin to the Russian stadium for the children. I don't know why, but what consequences this negligence can lead to. It is clear that children have no extracurricular activities whatsoever. The government has big hopes for the upcoming Asian Winter Games. The constructed facilities should sharply elevate interest in sports. However, specialists fear that free access to new facilities will be available only to several dozen professionals, and the rest will have to pay extremely high fees. The development of sports will be possible only through the cooperation of sports and education ministries as well as local authorities. For now, though, only a population wisdom comes to mind that says that it is better to raise 100 of stadiums now rather than 200 hospitals in 20 years.
These were all the news we have time for now. Join us next week for more. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.